Hey guys, it's Mister again for another video today, and we are back with another OHL Draft to Glory, and in this one, we'll probably just be simming through the season. Probably get the draft done, and yeah, I mean that's all really. I don't have anything special planned for this episode. Obviously, if you didn't see the last one, we took a look around the entire league. And there's some very interesting teams out there. Some very good teams out there. We're not going to go over that again, though. So let's take a look at our team for this season. So we're going to have David Levin with Cole Perfetti and Quinton Byfield as our top line this year. They all pretty much mix very well together. If Perfetti and Byfield didn't have those X's, they would probably be a +5 overall boost, but they're still the +3, so I can't really complain. And then for our second line, we were going to have Mason Wolf with Liam Howell and Jack Halishuk. So Halishuk is in his rookie season, so I'm excited to see how he does. He's playing with Liam Howell, who is one of our better NHL players. He had 43 points last season, and he'll be playing alongside Mason Wolf, who I feel will be better not playing beside Perfetti or Byfield, because any one of Wolf, Perfetti, or Byfield can score. So I feel like maybe doing it like this will make things better. Now, David Levin is a sniper, but I don't think he shoots that much. Yeah, 130 shots is not a lot. He was playing second line last year, though, so. But that's our top six. Plus, even the way that I did it, we have Levin, Perfetti, Byfield, and then Wolf, Howell, and Halishuk. It's pretty even, or the lines are pretty even. So hopefully it works well. Now for the third line, we've got Dalton DeMarchi with Samuel Benton and Evan Vierling, three players who we've drafted a few years ago. And then the fourth line, we've got Burka with Ortiz, who I thought, why not give him some NHL time? He's a medium elite player. We got 66 overall at 20 years old. Isn't too bad, but hopefully we'll be able to improve him over the years, and hopefully he'll grow a decent amount than Avery Hayes. So all of those players are still young enough that can grow, and we'll see how they do. Now for defense, we've got our top pair, Victor Hadfield and Braylon Duncan. We're going to try them out together this year because Hadfield actually put up the most points from our defenseman last year with 31. And I figured I wouldn't play him with Duncan because I figured Duncan would do better with Marcus Gretz. But that actually didn't really work out all as good as I was expecting. So hopefully having our two most offensive defensemen together will help us out. Obviously Duncan's only 19, and hopefully we'll be able to get some work in with him this year. We'll see how it goes. Then we've got Cole Fraser and Marcus Gretz on our second pair. A decent second pair. That would be a really good AHL top pair. And then we've got Tristan Hale, who's going to be making his NHL debut. We just drafted him last season. Those are his stats in the OHL. And you take a look, we drafted him 6th overall, an offensive defenseman. And the fact that he shoots left is great, because come next year, it'll probably be Duncan and Hale together, because that's two offensive defensemen, though. We'll see. I might. Oh wait, no. Duncan's a two-way. Okay, I thought Duncan was listed as an offensive defenseman as well, but no. Well, that's fine then. Just out of curiosity, I was gonna say, out of curiosity, would playing them together be beneficial? But no, it doesn't look like it. I'm not gonna play them together anyways. I'm gonna play Hale on that third pair because he's just outside of listed as an NHL defenseman. And to be honest, I'm gonna put Cole Fraser down there just because Fraser's better. So hopefully he will be able to help Hale. Fraser is better than Webb. They're both defensive D-men, but you look at Cole Fraser's defense, like, damn, he's good defensively. 75 defensive awareness isn't bad, but 93 shot blocking and 98 stick checking is huge. Plus, you look at his physical category, oh my god, 98 strength, 92 durability, 98 body checking, 99 aggressiveness. What's his discipline, though? Discipline's 89, so it's very high. So that's good. That's really good, actually. Actually, just taking a look, last year, how many penalties did he have? He had 92 penalties, so... Or 92 penalty minutes, not 92 penalties, Jesus. But, that'll hopefully give Hale the good to go for offense. Obviously, he is listed as an offensive defenseman. He, like I said, he put up a lot of points last season with, I think it was Kingston, yeah. So hopefully he can do some work with us this season. Now, our new look goalie tandem is going to be Lawrence Lopp and Kari Pirinen. So Pirinen was huge for us because he grew a shit ton of overall early for us. He's now 23. He might grow another overall or two over the next 3 seasons, or the next 3 years, I guess, but we'll see. I expected him to be our backup goaltender, and it looks like he will. Now, Lawrence Lopp, our high starter goaltender, he's now 21, and I'm going to be giving him the starter role this season. We'll see how it goes. He is listed as a backup, but I think he'll benefit from the playing time, and we'll see how it goes. Now we go to goaltenders in the AHL. So we'll look at our AHL team. Dennis Fitz and Tony Lewis, both fringe starters, I believe. Yeah, both medium fringes, 68 overall, 21 years old, so we're good there. I believe we don't have any forwards on this team currently. No, we do not. Defense we do, though, so we've got Daniil Chayka and Leighton Moore, so two of our better defensemen. Daniil Chayka could be playing in the NHL right now, but he's listed as a minor top 4. I want to keep him in the AHL, but next season he will for sure make his NHL debut. Then for our second pair, we've got Michael Bianchini, and then the other 3 aren't our players, so we don't really need to worry about them. But that is it. Out of curiosity, let's just make sure that everybody here is not ours. Like, we didn't draft any of them. Oh, we drafted Hobbs and Ludwig, yeah, but they're defense. I can't put them in anyways, unfortunately. I could trade them, but, I mean, I highly doubt I'd even be able to get, like, a 7th for them. I'm not going to trade them anyways. Like, I just don't need to. We'll keep them on the team. Now, let's check the draft class before we start the simulation. We'll see who is out there for us. OHL players. Dallas Cunningham looks to be the top player of the draft, eligible for us, ranked 5th overall by the looks of things. He is a medium elite defenseman as of right now. Then Eric Mitchell, another first rounder who we can take a look at with the medium top 6 potential. And then Martin Tambellini, again projected to be medium elite. We shall see, although Cunningham is for sure medium elite. Mitchell, almost guaranteed top 6, and then Tambellini, we don't know for sure what he will be, but those are all first-round selections, as well as Ernesto McNeil, and as well as Damian Traynor. Those all look like they could be good first-rounders for us. Now let's see, out of curiosity, wow, Dallas Cunningham looks really, really good, actually. Almost basically A's across the board. He's got no weaknesses at 17 years old. That's huge, and he's NHL ready. Similar style to Mark Edward Vlasic, so you can't complain to that. I love me some Mark Edward Vlasic. Now for Eric Mitchell, also NHL ready, no weaknesses, but we need to get more information on him. Elite speed, size and skill, and offensive creativity. He could be huge for us then. And then Martin Tambellini, we really don't know anything about him yet, unfortunately. We're going to have to figure that out. What about his ETA? Looks like it's 3 years, but the other 2 are both NHL ready, so that could be huge for us. Before we start the simulation, let's see if we have any draft picks. Or, sorry, not if. I meant what draft picks we have, I guess. We got our 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 6th, and 7th. We got the 6th out of a trade in the last episode, I believe, from Florida. So unfortunately, we don't have an extra 1st, which kind of sucks, because if I could get both Mitchell and Cunningham, that would be really, really sick. Now let's just edit the. Oh wow, didn't mean to do that. Let's edit the tray block because I just want to make sure we got everything off of it. Let's see. I might keep Watts on though. I'm gonna see if we can. Well, I'll get rid of the skaters, but I do want first rounders. I'm just gonna keep first rounders on. We'll see. We'll see if we get any trades for them. If we don't, then obviously we won't make a change. But we will see. You know, out of curiosity, I would like to see if we could get into another mid first round pick, because if we can get those two NHL ready players, that would be huge for us. Obviously, gathering another NHL defenseman would be great. That'll seriously help us out, and then grabbing another NHL forward as well, which would realistically, he'd probably be one of our top 6 forwards that could actually be like an NHL potential. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, this is probably another year that we can just write right off. I can't imagine we win the Stanley Cup, but I mean, you never know. Anything could happen. We'll see how good the goaltending is. So far, it hasn't looked too great. Lawrence Lopp looks to have let in 7 against the Sharks, and there's our first win in our 10th game of the season. So 1-9-0 throughout the first 10. Not something to go home about. But we'll stay positive. We'll see. Hopefully we can get around that 10-win mark. Like I said, I can't imagine us doing that great. I can't imagine us not being worst in the league. But anything can happen, like I said. So we'll see. Now I'm gonna stop around the deadline because I would like to see the players we've been scouting, and I would like to take a look at contracts that are expiring this year, because I'm not too sure who is on expiring deals, and if there's some big ones, because I feel like we have to re-sign Perfetti and Byfield this year. I think so. We will obviously give them extensions. Come the deadline, we'll see what it looks like for them. I can't imagine them wanting a lot, but I'm hoping they want long-term deals and not bridge deals, because bridge deals are kind of whack. I don't really like signing bridge deals. I would much prefer signing someone to like an 8-year deal at, like under 23. A bridge deal for like a 26-year-old, sure. I mean, I could understand that. He does like 3 years, so he's 29, and then signs like a 6 to 8 year deal after that into like his late 30s. Like, sure, but I don't really like doing bridge deals with younger players. So as we sim through the month of January, I'm going to take a drink of water because my throat is dry. Classic Ethan. Every single episode this happens, and I don't know why. Alright, there we go. Let's see, can we get our 10th win of the month? Or sorry, not 10th win of the month, 10th win of the season, but in this month, in January. There it is, shootout win over the Jets. Not bad. A back-to-back, and we get a win with Piran in a net by the looks of things. Another back-to-back here, giving Lopp a little bit of a break. That's nice. I do want to see how he's doing as well come the deadline. We'll see if he's playing good. We'll see if he's grown any overall, which hopefully he has, I pray. I mean, obviously, he's got a high starter potential. I don't know what it's like for a high starter in this game. I don't know how much they grow and how often or how fast or even how slow. But we'll see. We'll see here soon. Almost at the deadline already, and we've got 12 wins. There's a possibility we could get 15 wins come the deadline, but that's probably pretty unlikely. I would imagine we finish this season around the 16 or 17, just at the pace we're at. Kyle Palmieri and Roland McEwen for 2 seconds to Detroit. Interesting. To Arizona. Detroit had the 2 seconds. Montreal gets a second and Christian Juice for Arturi Lehkonen, who grew to an 83. I'm surprised Montreal would get rid of him then. But to be fair, he probably doesn't speak French, so maybe that's why. Oh, man. All right, 12 more or 12 wins, sorry. I meant to say 2 more games before the deadline. And let's get into all this extra information. I want to know. Victor Arvidsson traded to Columbus. Damn, that's crazy. I wouldn't expect that. I think that's kind of a stupid deal on Nashville's part. Cole Perfetti leading our team in points for the 3rd straight season so far. And let's see how everybody's doing. So 47 for Perfetti, Jesus. 37 for Byfield. Wolf with only 25 on that second line. Wow. Playing with Howell and playing with Holishuk, but he's really not doing that great, unfortunately. I'm scared I'm stunting his growth, but he is listed as a second liner. He's got an incredible shot. He takes the most shots on our team. But you look at his rookie season, he was outstanding. The next season, dropped off a bit, and it looks like he's going to drop off again this year, which is really worrisome. He might not even hit 20 goals this season, which I am kind of worried about, I'm not going to lie. As for Byfield, he hasn't grown in overall. Perfetti hasn't changed. No, Perfetti was an 86 at the start, I believe. So, interesting. Howell still a 78. Gretz still a 77. See, this is what I mean. Gretz is now putting up the most points as a defenseman for us. And last year, or the year before, I think it was, and he's got the best offensive stats to go, or for someone to go beside Duncan. And he's just not really doing Duncan just isn't doing that great. David Levin hasn't changed in overall. Neither has Halishuk. He's got 19 points so far. Neither has Hale. He's got 16 points. Braylon Duncan is up 1. He's also 20 years old now. He's got 15 points. Hadfield with 11. Vierling grew in overall. DeMarchi grew a few overall, I think. And Ortiz has grown in overall. I think that is it. Everybody on the team has a point at least. Let's check the goaltending. I meant to go to goaltending. Lawrence Lopp, he's got a 904 save percentage, which isn't bad. He is up to an 81 overall. And then Pirinen, a 913. So Pirinen's actually doing pretty good as a backup for his overall at least. So not bad at all. All right, well, can't complain about that too much then. Now, let's go and take a look at the draft class really quickly, and we will see what the OHL has in store for us this season. Let's actually sort it by OHL. So, top 5 defensemen for sure. Top 10 center for sure. Top 15 left wing. Top 15 right wing. So, I mean, there's a lot of players that are going in this first round that unfortunately we might not be able to get. There's a lot of players going in this draft that could be very, very good for us. Now, we know Cunningham's stats. Now, I'm assuming Mitchell will be a medium top 6. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to draft any of these other first or early second round players. I might be able to get Cizik, so for that, is there a way that I can scout him specifically? I don't know. What if I unpin him? Well, can I then? No. Okay. I don't know then. Well, we'll take a look because Lorenzo Cizik looks like he could be a decent player, and it looks like, in all honesty, he might be a very good second round pick for us, but we'll see when the time comes. So you know what, that's fine, we'll just keep it like that, I guess. I can't really change anything, unfortunately, but let's offer some contract extensions now. Oh, Mason Wolf doesn't actually want an extension. That's terrifying. Let's see, Cole Perfetti. Oh my god, I hate this game. I hate this game because every RFA on a rebuilding team always asks for an ungodly amount of money. I don't want to give Perfetti that much. I'll do 3 years at 8. I don't want to give him 9, really. I really don't. We'll see if he accepts that. 3 years for 8. we'll try it. Now for Byfield. He wants 3 years, a little bit more of a reasonable contract. See, unfortunately, here's where I want to sign Byfield to an 8-year deal because he actually doesn't want a load of money. And I think I'm going to. I hope this doesn't stunt his growth, giving him an 8-year instead of a 3-year. We will give him 7 for 8, and we'll see if he accepts it. As for Marcus Wolf, or Mason Wolf, Mason, right? Mason, yeah, Mason Wolf, okay. Doesn't want an extension. Let's see what he wants, though. I mean, that's not bad. Honestly, again, I would give him an 8-year deal, like, for sure. Out of curiosity, could I give him the same thing I'm giving Byfield? Just out of curiosity, we'll try it. I don't know if he'll accept that or not. Marcus Gretz wants an extension. I will give him an extension now, just because I might as well give him a 3-year, 1.5 deal, which he should accept. Now for goalies, Purinen wants an extension. I will extend him as well. I will give him a 2-year deal at $1.2 million. Obviously, I'm not worried about the cap situation right now. But I don't want to have to give Perfetti $9 million. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. Let's advance a few days. We'll see. Marcus Gretz decides he does want to renew. Perfetti accepts. Byfield accepts. Purinen accepts. And Wolf rejects. All right, so we're going to have to give Wolf some more money. Let's see if we can. I'll probably do a cheaper deal, I would imagine. He now wants a 1-year deal, which I'd rather not do. How about $6 million for the next 2 seasons? Because I am giving him more than what he wants. Plus, it's a 2-year deal, so yeah, we'll try that. If he doesn't accept that, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might do another 3-year deal so he matches up with Perfetti. Maybe. Let's see. He does accept that. Alright, okay. Not bad then. We've got our big boy players that were going to be expiring this year, so we should be good now. Let's sim to the end of the season, and we'll get on with it. We'll get to the draft. We'll probably do the draft in this episode because why not? And we'll get on with things right here. Do we end up with 15 wins this season? Leave your predictions in the comments right now. I feel like yes. I feel like yes, we do get 15 wins. Can we, though, is the point. Or is the question, I guess I should say. Yeah, we might be able to hit like 40 points on the season this year. And, guys, we're currently in 2025, and we're getting pretty close to where we should be able to compete for divisional spots. 1 game left on the season to get 15, and we don't. Unfortunate. Well, yeah, I mean, wasn't too bad of a season. 14, 58, and 9. Can't complain. Just kidding. But let's see where we, or how much by point standards, how bad were we? Pretty bad. The second closest team to us was the Red Wings and Canadiens, both tied for 71, which is almost double what we had. So that's not very good, obviously. And that'll be it for the season. Perfetti led our team in the league, or led our team with 63 points. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Let's see. Last season, how many points did he have? He had 66 last season and 71 the year before. So he's also been on the gradual decline, which I don't like. I mean, he's been on the decline in points, but on the incline of goals, which is interesting. How about Byfield? Byfield had 51 this season, so not bad. He had 41 in his rookie season, 60 last season, and then 51 this season. And then Mason Wolf, again, didn't even break 40 points this year. I'm very, very worried about his growth now. Oh, God. Halashuk is up to a 78. He had 27 points in his rookie season. Not too bad. Howell, how did he do? 27 points, so he didn't do great either. It just kind of looks like everybody's points were down, apart from Gretz, in all fairness. Yeah, 11 had less points this season as well. Duncan did better, which is nice. He had one more goal. Okay, so he did improve at least. Tristan Hale, 17 points in his rookie season. Hadfield did not do as good as he did last season. Yeah, no. Let's check Fearling, I guess. Fearling's up to a 69, so he grew like 2 or 3 overall this year. It's a new career high for him. He had 10 points this season. Samuel Bitten, how did he do? 10 points this season. So again, didn't do as good as he did last season. DeMarchi did better this season. Ortiz, 7 assists in his regular season. In his rookie season, sorry. He did not score a goal. Burko was 6, so he did worse as well. Riley Webb, I can't imagine he put up very many points, but he did do worse than last season. That's actually his worst season so far. Same thing for Frazier. He did not get a goal that year, or this season, I guess. And again, worse stats for Avery Hayes. So, very interesting. Let's check the goaltending. 901 save percentage for Lob and a 908 save percentage for Piernan. So, Lob's still an 81. Hopefully he grows during the offseason, though. Let's take a quick look around the league, and we'll see. Come on, all the way. Thank you, entire league. Gibson led the league in wins, and he is probably not going to win the Vezina. It'll probably be Gustafson. It might be Bennington, just because Bennington played 6 more games than Gustafson. But we'll see. We'll see soon enough. But it's definitely between Gibson, Bennington, and Gustafson. Let's check rookie skaters this year. 53 points for Dayton and Medano. So one of them will be taking home the Calder. Maybe Medano because he's got a higher plus-minus. Maybe Dayton because he's got more goals. Not sure how that's going to work. I really don't know. Any rookie goalies that were decent out there? Doesn't look like it. Interesting. Let's check around the league skater-wise. Sidney Crosby, 102 points. Scheifele, 101. Vesalainen with 100. Erik Karlsson with 96. My lord. Lafreniere, 93. Damn. Let's see, most goals. Tarasenko with 52 and Kucherov with 50. The only 2 players to reach 50 goals. Christian Vesalainen had 81 assists. My god. How good is he? An 89. He's got unreal puck skills. He's pretty damn good defensively. He's very good offensively. He's relatively fast. Decent physical stats and an okay shot, but he's a very good two-way playmaking type of player. Erik Karlsson had 29 goals as a defenseman. Let's go see around the league defensively. He was the only defenseman that surpassed 80 points. So obviously he'll be winning the Norris, but that is crazy. 29 goals as a defenseman. That's fucked. Like, that's just unreal. Now, let's send to the draft. Obviously, our AHL team isn't going to be making the playoffs this year either. We just don't have a good enough player system down there yet. We don't even have any of our players down there yet, really. But we'll see. We'll see what things are looking like when we hit the draft. I'm gonna take another drink of water because my throat is hurting, and I'm almost out of water, which is not good. Columbus wins the cup, so Lafreniere. Already a Stanley Cup champion. Chicago Wolves won the Calder. Very, very interesting. Salary cap, let's see where we are in the lottery. We are second. Alright, not bad. Interesting. So Montreal goes from 3 to 1. We go from 1 to 2. Detroit goes from 2 to 3. Ottawa doesn't move. San Jose, Carolina, Vancouver. Actually, basically nobody moved. I was about to just rattle all those off. It was only the top 3 that changed. So, nice. Very interesting. You don't really see just the top 3 changing or like technically literally the worst teams in the league. You don't really see just those ones moving around. Let's check retired players. I can't imagine we have any of them or any of our actual players that are going, but Anze Kopitar in Calgary, Blake Wheeler retiring as well. Probably Hall of Fame career for Kopitar. He does have 2 rings at least. Wheeler, I would hope, even though he doesn't. I don't think he won a cup. Taves definitely is Hall of Famer. Parise, maybe. Little, nah, probably not. Interesting, but there's some big names out there. Let's see, a lot of Washington players, a lot of Winnipeg players, a lot of Tampa players, a lot of Ottawa players, a lot of Minnesota players, a few of our players, but they're all old and don't actually matter. Uh, let's take a look at goalies. Let's see. Dubnyk retiring, almost 400 wins through his career. Halak retiring, Talbot, Bernier, Koskinen, Darling, Wedgwood. Interesting. Now, let's get to the draft. We are good. We don't have anybody retiring from the coaching staff. Continue simming. I'm not going to worry about the draft interviews. And let's go. NHL entry draft. Let's see what happens. We've obviously got the 2nd overall pick. And we Cunningham should be going 6th. Very interesting. Now let's see. Let's just take a look at him. He says defenseman, but he had a load of points last year. Damn, he's very good. Again, no weaknesses. I didn't mean to switch to Dadonov. Still NHL ready, which is huge for us because that's an instant improvement on the D-core. I mean, we're obviously going to be taking him, but I kind of want to see what are the odds I can move to. I could move to Carolina's pick, which is 6, but that's just too risky. I'm just going to stay where we are with the 2nd overall pick. So Damour goes first, the right wing sniper. Yves Damour, he's definitely a French player ready to go to Montreal. And my God, he's good. High offensive awareness, an unreal shot. He's pretty damn fast as well. 18 years old. Now let's take our 17-year-old in Dallas Cunningham. Hopefully he'll still be high, even though he's a 17-year-old. Yeah, that is huge. Defensive defenseman, 17-year-old. That's amazing. I mean, 78 overall at 17 is awesome. So, yeah, I mean, definitely can't complain about that. Morrissey, 82 overall, medium elite. Ekholm, 79 overall, medium elite. Another defensive defenseman, Scratchard, medium elite. Left wing sniper, there's Dadonov. He was a 70 overall. Kuznetsov, a high top 4. Very interesting. Now, let's see. Let's take a look at the draft class to see when the next OHL players are projected to go. So, Mitchell, he's going to be very good, I would imagine. No weaknesses, NHL ready. McNeil might not be bad either, but, I mean, Mitchell's going to be tremendous. He really is. Let's take a look at the O real quick. So Tambellini we won't be able to get. We probably won't get Trainer either, which means we're probably going for Maxwell, Sizik, or Weirkoch, which Maxwell actually went up in the ranks. So interesting. There looks to be a lot of decent second-round talent as well. There's a gem in Galvin, who might go in the 3rd. Now, I kind of want to see. Let's see. Nitty Mackey went. Oh, man. I was really hoping one of these 2 picks would be on the block, because if they were, I would honestly really try to move up to the 10th overall to try and get that player that we were looking at. But even if we got rid of our 2nd and 3rd, like, that's just not going through. Even if it was on the block, I don't think that would go through. So let's simulate to see how Mitchell is. Wow, he is great. He's unreal. He's unreal. 78 overall right out of the draft. A extremely well-rounded player. A very, very good two-way forward. Yeah, that kind of sucks, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it, though. Let's go back to the first and see some of the other players that we could have got. Tambellini was a medium top 6, 66. Not too bad. Let's see. Kind of two steals by LA and Mathieu, yeah, the Hextall. And let's see, anybody else that I recognize? Trainer, medium top 9. Porter, I think, was also eligible to us. Wait, is that two of the players that... Those are the two players that I was literally talking about? Okay, no, Porter isn't, but let's make our selection now. Alright, so let's look at OHL players, and really we'll look at like the first 5 players, I would say. So another gem here as well, and I just picked Froats. I did not mean to do that. Damn it, I actually did not mean to do that. I mean, that's not a bad pick, medium elite. Shit, I did not mean to do that. I meant to pin him. God damn it. Well, shit. I did not mean to do that. I mean, he's a good pick, don't get me wrong, but I just meant to pin him because I wanted to look at Maxwell, who's 4 years out. Cizik is 4 years out. Weirkoch is 3 years out. And Hernandez is 3 years out. But maybe we did go for the right pick there, but God, I did not mean to do that. I mean, a medium elite goaltender obviously is very nice, but I don't know if that is the selection I would have made. We'll sim to our 3rd round pick, and we'll see Maxwell, medium top 6, 60 overall. Alright, well, he's not too bad. Very good shot. Very good shot. Pretty good two-way forward. Let's move down. Weirkoch, medium top 9. Okay, well, I'm glad we didn't go with him. Cizik, medium top 6 as well. Did Detroit get both of them? Cizik and Maxwell? Yeah, they did. Damn. Let's see, who else? Who else was there that we could have taken? Yandel was not one of them, but Yandel and Carcillo. And Pratt, 3. Oh my God, and Gagne, 4 straight very good goalies, 3 medium elites, and 1 medium starter. Although these 2 look to be the best, just overall wise. Pratt is 18, Carcillo's 18, and Yandel's 18. So I wouldn't have want to have gone for them, but Pratt. Well, Gagne's 19. I wouldn't really want to go for him either. Pratt probably the best option there. Alright, let's see. Was there... Or who else was... I don't remember. I don't remember the names. I'm sorry. I just don't. Alright, 3rd round pick. Let's see who we can get here. Let's check the OHL. So, Galvin is an option. He is listed as a gem as well. We just don't know anything about any of these players. I really need to get better scouts. Like... I would assume, or I'm thinking we go with Wilson, just out of curiosity, looking to see if there's any player out there with no weaknesses. It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. But, yeah, I think Alvin's probably the pick from the Guelph Storm. Let's see, he's 2 years out, although he's 20, he's an overager. Let's see how he is. 64 overall, he's listed as 2 years out, so we'll see what we can do with them. Wilson, Galvin. Alright. Let's into our next pick. I'm assuming that was probably the best option for us. Now, let's go to the O and see. We don't know anything about any of these players, which is terrible scouting. Seriously, need to get better scouts. Just again, I'm curious just to see if there's anybody out there with no weaknesses. Okay, so this guy, Nathaniel Ramsey's interesting because his only weakness is character. Which we, oh God, no, I don't wanna take him now. We'll pin him. Jesus. Oh wait, who is that? That was a for sure, or almost a guarantee low elite, and Ted Ortiz. We'll pin him as well. Another maybe elite player, and Steve Street, maybe Ranger as well. I don't know who to pick. I really don't. Let's see. ETA was who. I mean, nobody looks great here. Everybody looks about 4 or 5 years out. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Smabby. Let's see. Isaiah Smabby. B's, C's, Solnishkin? Yeah, Solnishkin. Actually looks not too bad. You know what? Solnishkin's probably the pick. He might be 5 years out, but he's probably the best option. Probably a low 9. He's a medium 9. So, okay, well, that's not too bad then. We've got our 5th round pick, which again, I don't know anything about these players that we have scouted right now. The 2 players that I have pinned, I could get in the 6th or 7th. So let's just see. Out of potential, let's see. So Steve Street looks like he might be the best. Ted Ortiz, I would definitely like to take later. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go with Steve Street here. We'll see if he's any good. Maybe medium top 9. Not great. This draft really is not very good, unfortunately. So let's see if we can get something decent out of this pick, and then the next 2 picks will just be those players that I have pinned. Doesn't look like there's anything good. I mean, I'm tempted just to take Volpati because he's for sure a 7th, because I don't know if I'll be getting anything better. Let's see, Vallette or Rosehill. Don't really know anything about them. Pretty accurate stats for Rosehill, and they aren't great. He is an overager as well. You know what? We'll go with Clint Vallette, the sniper from the Mississauga Steelheads. Yeah, that's not good. That was a bad pick. Low bottom 6 is not great. Now we're just going to take the players we have pinned. We'll go with Ortiz first. Ted Ortiz is a low elite, 66 overall, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. He is an overager. We'll see how it goes. Pretty good defensive stats, actually, so not a bad pick. And then we've got our last pick of the draft. Let's take, who was it? What's his name? Ramsey, right? Hopefully he could be at least a medium 6, low 7th. Yeesh, that was not good either. Unfortunately, yeah, 61 overall at 20. Nathaniel Ramsey, just kind of more of the same. Bad defenseman we already have. Like that wasn't a great pick at all. There were a couple good picks in there, but unfortunately, outside of the first round, I really don't think that was a very good draft. Now, let's go take a look at the awards really quickly. Let's see. So, Columbus wins the Stanley Cup, of course. Tampa won the Presidents, and Dallas and Columbus faced each other in the finals. Crosby with the Art Ross, Vesalainen with the Hart, Norris to Carlson, and the Lady Byng to Carlson. Let's see, actually, Carlson, man, he hasn't won a Norris in a while. That's surprising. Good for him, then. Dayton was the one that won the Calder. Not bad, not bad. Conn Smythe to Dubois. Philip Gustafson did win the Vezina. All right. Well, Bennington won it last year, so they're like, yeah, let's give it to the younger goalie this year. Him and Rask split the Jennings. Nice. Marcus Gretz wins the Bill Masterton. That is our 5th Bill Masterton winner in a row for sure. Jack Adams to the San Jose coach. Selke goes to Barkov. Vesalainen with the Chet Lindsay, and Tarasenko with the Maurice Richard. Now, out of curiosity, we will sim to the re-sign phase first. We've got some coaches we'll have to re-sign. Yep, I will take a look at that after. And a lot of scouts to re-sign. All right. We've got some players to re-sign. Now, I just want to see first players that we have to re-sign. Let's see. So Byfield still an 80, or Byfield up to an 86. Perfetti still an 86. Duncan up to an 85. Wolf went down in overall. That is not good. That is really, really bad. He's listed as a third liner now. That is terrifying. Oh no. That is not good at all. Cunningham, we will sign, but that is awful. That is really not good. Oh no. Oh god. That's really worrisome. I'm not gonna lie. Shit. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Got a bunch of players we'll have to re-sign here. But I'm going to do that all off screen, so... Yeesh. That is very, very worrisome. I pray Wolf just grows a lot this offseason. But we'll see. That'll be it for me, guys, in this one. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.